now the music industry is pushing people to create more because the streaming platforms are actually, everything works with algorithm right now. So the more you create, the more you put onto that streaming platform, the more your music will be pushed to the listeners. So that forces musicians to create more, so the algorithm pushes them so they can be listened more.
I never knew that.
Yeah, which decreases the quality of the music.
I would like to start with one thing. For the past couple of days, I've been listening to your music actually.
Okay.
You have one hell of a strong voice.
Thank you very
I
much.
have to give you this.
Thanks for that.
The very second thing I always ask myself, people with nice voices, how do they look, I have a nice voice.
So I have a story for that actually.
Go ahead.
It was like around, I was in secondary school. I was playing in the band. I was playing the keyboard.
Nice.
And one day we were playing this song and they said, okay, the song is ready now, but we don't have a singer. And the teacher went out and the guitarist was playing the guitar and I started humming the song and then all of a sudden I started to sing it.
Okay.
And then the teacher walked in and she's like, okay, we don't need a singer anymore because you are singing. I was like, excuse me, what? And like, yeah, I didn't know. And then my teacher found out when I was singing that I'm actually a good singer. So yeah, since then I'm singing.
Because I know myself, I don't have a nice voice. And I watch these talent shows. Sometimes I'm like, when people come with really bad voices, I'm like, don't you have this self-awareness? Like, you don't really have have a good voice. But that's a really interesting story.
Yeah.
When you sing, do you feel like, bro, I really have a good voice?
Sometimes when I do something,
Like when you
not
hit the
always,
right tune.
yes, or when I add something to the song that I'm singing, I'm like, oh, that's actually good. But I don't go like, oh, I'm so good. Like, I never go like that. But I appreciate what I do and the effort I put and all of that. So yeah, when I do something within something I do, if I like it, I go like, oh, it's actually nice.
So I take it as you studied music.
I studied music. I studied 4 years in university, and then I did 2 years masters in the conservatoire. So yeah.
That's really cool.
Yes.
How many instruments can you play?
I play the piano and sing. That's all. I don't play other
Those
instruments.
are the basic instruments like
Yeah.
piano. So if you have those ones, bro, I think it's much easier to learn the other.
Because I can play an instrument, it's a lot easier for me to write music and then sing.
So you write your
while I
own
play.
music as
Yes,
well?
Actually, I was
Right
about to
on.
ask. Do you have originals?
Yeah, I have many originals. I'm actually writing an EP right now as well.
That's what I was about to ask. You have an EP.
I have an EP, not released yet, but I'm actually writing it right now. And it's going to be about Cyprus.
It's about Cyprus.
It's about Cyprus.
As a country.
Yes.
That's really
And
nice.
What do you mean?
I mean, it could be life about Cyprus, some story happened in Cyprus.
No, it's general, like anything that happened, my memories about Cyprus from my childhood, and the Cyprus has a sad story from the past. So I will write about that, and like I have a song. I'm still thinking whether to put it in or not, but people in Cyprus gossip, and I wrote a song about people gossiping. So
Dedikodu.
yes,
Yes.
dedikodu.
I think you should include it.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Because people like a lot of controversy.
Yeah.
You know? It will get people talking. It might be, how can I say, to hype up the album and all these kind of things,
it
you know?
can be.
To get people start to talk about something. Like, did you listen to your album? As you say, the ones who have the decoder, they would want to go now and listen to the song.
Yes.
You know, it's like a catchy kind.
Yeah.
I should be in your marketing team, you know?
Yeah. Somehow. Is it in English or Turkish?
Thank you. Most of the songs are in English.
Yeah.
I wrote maybe 2 or 3 songs in Turkish, and I wrote 1 in Italian.
That's interesting.
Yes, I try to be as inclusive as possible.
Which one do you prefer?
In terms of
Like when it's like the sound to your ear. Which one sounds more beautiful to your ear?
To sing?
To sing and
Okay.
to listen to.
Okay, so I have a classical singing background. So when I studied music, I studied classical singing. So I did lots of Italian singing because all the operas and everything were in Italian. There were, of course, German and French as well.
Beethoven,
Yes,
Mozart,
of course.
all those,
Yeah.
we used to have like a mandatory music lesson in our school.
Yeah.
When we started, I used to hate them. But as time went on,
get
the
used to it.
stories they used to tell, and most of the guys who became blind or
That-
deaf,
Beethoven.
Beethoven, yeah.
Yes.
Then there was Hofberg. What's his name? I really used to enjoy those ones, and I started falling in love with people who play the violin. Man, it's amazing, man. You know, our teacher would say, it's been scientifically proven, if you listen to classic music while you're studying,
Yeah.
you understand more, like it stays.
True.
So, me coming from R&B
African
kind of
music.
you know, for you to adjust, man, it becomes. But it keeps you calm, it keeps you concentrated. Yes, I saw the difference. Yes. So,
Yeah.
did you study any music?
No. I mean, as I mentioned earlier, I had a band, and
Yeah.
the best thing we did is
You had
disbanded.
what?
I had a music band. I'm gonna go there, but
This is the first time I've known this guy for the longest time. This is the first time
the band lasted for literally
days?
2 months actually.
months.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, the hardest part was getting a drummer that can get along with us, and having a drummer that is gonna take the set on and off constantly. It is really hard, but I'm gonna go there. I haven't gotten the answer. Which language do you prefer?
Okay, I really like how Italian sounds in singing.
Yeah.
Because it's a very nice.
You look Italian to me, by the way.
Do I?
Yes.
I get that a lot actually.
You do,
I
She's
do. Yeah.
Mediterranean, bro. So
right?
Yeah.
almost the
So,
same. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like Italian, and then I enjoy singing in Italian, but to write and sing is probably, I found it easier to do it in English.
In English.
In English, yes.
To be honest, as an Arab, I don't like Arabian music at all.
Okay.
The main reason why I don't like the Arabian
The
music,
sounds.
look, the voice of the singer might be nice, strong, whatever. I don't like the music as instruments because Arabs, they put literally all the existing instruments in one song. For me, I prefer, where I'm gonna go there, I prefer rock and roll and country music because
Okay.
2 guitars, maybe 1 guitar,
Yeah.
maybe drummer, sometimes not even a drummer. It's simple. And the comparison I'm gonna make really quick. When I listen to rock and roll or country music, the music is stable and the voice of the singer goes up and down. Arabian music is the other way around. The singer's voice is stable, but the music goes up, goes down, just too much.
The music that I've failed to really like is Turkish music.
Oh
You
no,
know,
yeah,
it's
too sad.
It's sad.
I'm
you
really
know,
sorry,
most
but
of
it's
the
sad.
time it's a bit sad. You know,
It's too sad.
I've really found it difficult for me to really adjust. No matter how much time I've spent around them, the music, there's always that one instrument that they always throw in.
The small one.
Exactly. I don't know what
I don't know the name, but I call it. I don't know the name. I call it mehani instrument.
Yeah, like
Which,
this.
what is that?
It is small, looks like oud, but
No,
this.
there's no, it's not it's kind of
The music.
the
thing.
music.
Yeah,
like
the
in
music
all
itself.
the music,
yeah.
the music in itself.
Sure.
I'm like, bro.
I'm
and
sorry,
sometimes
no offense to Turkish people,
when
but
I'm listening, I'll be having fun with my Turkish friends, okay? Drinking, having fun. Next thing, I see people start to cry.
Yeah, we have some sad music. I mean, most of the music, even when the music itself is lively, the lyrics are still sad. It's really strange. Yeah. But I like some types of music, like those sad music. Some of them I enjoy.
It speaks to the soul.
Yeah. Like the ones with the right music and the right lyrics, I can feel them.
Even if it's pop music, even
Yeah.
if it's any genre, bro, there's always this one instrument. I'm still trying to find out what instrument it is, bro. It's always there, you know?
in which
So-
genre are you into?
I am writing more the combination of jazz and pop. I'm not a jazz singer because I trained as a classical singer, but I'm trying to apply what I learned in the conservatoire to the music that I like, which is like more jazz and pop and the combination of that and the traditional sounds.
So my biggest question that's been burning
Let's
is,
go.
Have you ever played in an orchestra before?
In
Doesn't
General.
matter.
orchestra,
General,
yes, I did. I actually, like a classical kind of orchestra
Yeah,
we're talking about?
classical,
Yes.
yeah.
Because I was doing opera, most of the operas were done with the orchestra.
Okay.
But I performed with, there was a Hope orchestra, that was like Umut Orkestrası. That was the all volunteer musicians came
Musicians,
together and like we made some concerts that and all the benefit went all to the cancer patients.
That's really nice.
Yeah, and that I was in high school when we did that, and it was really, really big. And I was really happy that so many musicians, like so many different types of instruments, we all came together and like created this massive orchestra, and like we had a part in something that nice. But yeah.
So how was especially that it was voluntary, it's something else if people are paid for it. Of
Yeah.
course, the coordination, the motivation, this is also an important question that I wanted to
Yeah.
ask. How was the coordination and the work ethic,
It was very nice because we all knew that we were doing something for a good cause.
Okay.
So we knew the practicing times every week at that specific time. We knew that we have to be there. So everyone took that responsibility to come. So actually everyone was like quite
Motivated.
motivated, absolutely.
really nice.
So it was quite fun. So everyone actually determined to finish what we started. So actually we didn't have much of issues.
Yeah. There is always issues, but in such a
But
scenario,
of course, like some
Yeah.
people wouldn't make to some of the rehearsals, and that's fair. Like you can't really predict your life. Sometimes things can go wrong.
happen and go wrong.
So,
Exactly.
yeah.
So I'm not going to share it on camera exactly how old you are, but you were
Okay.
born in the 90s.
90s, yes.
What did you grow up listening to?
So 90s pop songs in Turkish. That
Cool.
was like everybody in Cyprus grew up like my age listening to those. And some pop songs from US as well.
They are the biggest market when it comes to music.
They were, yes.
I think
that's
used
why.
to be before.
Yeah?
Now, if you really check the music
Mm-hmm.
industry, there is Nigeria and South Africa. These two countries are really like changing,
Becoming popular. Yeah.
Because now, if you see
The upbeat music.
the rhythm, the beat, the rhythm, this is what people
Want to dance
yeah,
lately.
people want something that moves. Not everyone, but at sometimes, you
Yeah.
know, for you, sometimes, let's say most of the time, you always spend time listening to rock music and all. But that's why you see on TikTok sometimes the most, what do you call it? The
Viral?
most viral videos. If you check, I can safely say 60% of them, it's either an Afrobeat or somewhere from South Africa, you know, and you see, which one went more viral? Which one went viral the most, African song? There's this one, for example, by the Nigerian guy Rema, like Calm Down. I don't know
Baby,
if you
Calm
know
Down.
the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I think with technology and social media, it's much shifting. When we were growing up, we were forced, you know, like the marketing was much more centralized
Yeah.
in the United States, in the UK, in the Western, you know. But now, I think
We have more access to music
access
right
to
now.
music,
yes.
yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you can listen to any song from completely opposite side of the
Opposite side,
world
yeah.
from here. Like we have that access right now more than we used to have.
Yeah.
Like before we would have the CDs
hear a
that we
song
would
on-
need to
you hear-
purchase.
You hear a song on radio.
Yes.
If you miss it, you need to wait
You
for
need to-
next
yeah,
Monday.
absolutely.
Yes. If you're lucky.
Yeah, now if you
Next
like
Monday.
absolutely. Now if you like a song on the radio, you can just like put your phone, make it listen to it, and it will give you the name of it.
Like Shazam it right away.
Yeah.
Cassette.
You will have it. I tried to put it in.
Now you guys have exposed your ages.
But here's the thing, to be honest,
He doesn't know what we're talking about.
We do.
but to be honest, I used to enjoy music back then much, much more than I listen to now.
Yes.
Because for me, the evolution of music's like, no offense to African music. Look, I've never been exposed to it unless I ride the car with
Bro,
you or with Charles.
Says that I'm gonna remind
But
you
let's
of a
say-
fact.
Before that, lyrics-wise, bro, it is really bad. Like
I didn't
now-
talk about the lyrics, just the beat.
No,
Remember
it's not about the, let's say, the African
Yeah.
music, about, let's say, the international music, or let's call it US band-based music. It's really bad, like really bad.
But I
There's a
have an
time-
explanation for that.
Go ahead.
So we'll do it.
Gen Z.
So the issue is that that's mostly because of the music industry's
Yeah.
fault in a way, because the industry is forcing. Before, we would wait for an artist to release another album and we would go crazy and go and buy that album
And they would
listen
take
to
their
it.
time
Right,
writing.
Yeah.
their time to write
And
it. Yeah.
but they were not in rush to create constantly. But now the music industry is pushing people to create more, because the streaming platforms are actually, everything works with algorithm right now. So the more you create, the more you put onto that streaming platform, the more your music will be pushed to the listeners. So that forces musicians to create more, so the algorithm pushes them so they can be listened more.
I never knew that.
Yeah, which decreases the quality of the
course.
music
You should watch.
that you have to create.
What's this movie called? About Spotify. It explains exactly what
Yeah.
she's trying to say.
Yeah.
On Netflix, like you find some really good artists, but the fact that they don't have like sponsorships, they don't
Yeah.
have record labels and all these kind of
Yeah.
things. Just watch the movie.
I was gonna go there, but I didn't
Yeah.
know this movie existed actually.
yeah. It
But
was
since you
Spotify,
told
yeah.
me you did something related to marketing, I'm gonna go there. But speaking of, like, let's say the quality and the lyrics, now it started in the Arabian music market, and I think it's gonna eventually go internationally, which is the worst thing that might happen to music. Literally, now they're using.
in Arabs.
I just don't like Arabian market. The use of AI to write lyrics. And I think you know something about this. I'm like, look, no matter how good AI is, you cannot give
Compare
me.
it to-
We cannot rely on it fully, not just yet, because like obviously it is giving us what we give it to it. So it doesn't generate anything from that doesn't exist, because it works with data, and
With data,
that
yeah,
data
exactly.
is the data we give it to it. So it puts it all together and like creates something for us. Of course, it doesn't work as simple as
You
that.
can use
Like
it
it
as
is
a
more
tool, yeah,
advanced
to
way
support
of,
you, yeah.
of course, creating stuff. But at the end of the day, it doesn't work as creative as our minds work. So it doesn't create something from the scratch, which creates so many questions with copyright.
Of course.
So because like we can ask for it to give you a lyric for something, but we don't know where that is coming from. So in the future, it might be a lyric that is from something that is never heard of, but somehow put into AI, and like somehow it gave it to you, and like it's there now. So
And
I
now-
use AI to write my songs, but I use it in a way that like sometimes I don't want to repeat the same word twice, and I ask it to give me a suggestion of a word that rhymes with the previous word that I might use. So I don't go to it like, give me a full lyric on a song,
This is amazing because
give me an idea of a word that I can include in my song that might work better. So it's about how you,
you're using a
Rule.
smart way of, Eminem, Slim
Yeah.
Shady. He used to do the exact same thing with dictionaries.
Yeah.
Because back in his day, there was
Yeah.
no such thing as even internet.
yeah,
So he had a lot of dictionaries, and
Yeah.
he would do what you did.
Yeah.
Like he would just try to find synonyms that rhymes with the things. This is a good use of AI.
yes,
But that one, like, just write
You-
me a song about whatever.
yeah.
Bro, this is
my
like
chord
in school,
progression.
exactly. It's like proofreading, like in school.
Yeah.
When you go and copy paste something and put it, it's the same as music as well. You know?
Yes.
So you need to have your own.
But on that note, there is a guy on Instagram, I think he's even Turkish. He gives you the popular song and where it was taken from back in the
Yeah,
day.
yeah. I've seen the
You've
guy.
seen something like
I
this?
didn't see it.
Yeah, the guy.
I'm
yeah.
gonna
to know
post
it.
him here right now.
Yeah.
I hope he watches the
But I
video.
think they removed his videos because of copyrights and
Really?
stuff.
Because I mean, he catches, for example, a lot of songs, let's say, again in the Arabian market are taken from Turkish,
Yeah.
or the other way around, or like English to Turkish, and he just exposes the famous songs and like you stole the, let's say, the music or the notes from this old
Yeah.
song. And as you said, old songs, a lot of people or this generation, they don't know even it existed.
Yeah.
Now it's put in a new music.
I mean, in Turkish music, there were lots of music that were taken from like, specifically Italian and French music. They would take the copyright of the music back in 60s, 70s and write Turkish lyrics for the same music and like create. That is fine because they took the copyright from the musician, all of that.
Yeah.
But sometimes I listen to some songs that go, this is the song that I'm 100% know that it exists before, but I can't find it and I can't see and prove that it's that song. But like that happens a lot nowadays. But
So on that note as well, before we move on to the next thing, music is an industry
yes,
in this country. Do you feel supported or you feel like you're not going anywhere, you just have to do it, like, you know? If you could answer, this is the most sincere.
I mean, there's one word to answer that. I mean, let's make it smoother. Not really.
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. Instead of saying strict, no, not really. It could be better, especially like even Turkey is much better than where we are in terms of music industry. It's a massive industry there.
Yeah.
But specifically talking for Cyprus, it's not the case. We don't even have copyright rules in here. We don't have that. It needs to be done as soon as possible because nowadays there are so many musicians that are actually not singing the songs that actually exist, but create their own music. And it is an issue because we don't get any kind of royalties for what we do.
Yeah.
And
That's
like,
where I was going. That was
yeah,
gonna be
I
my
listen
next
to
question.
my songs on the national radio of Cyprus without getting a penny of royalty.
But at least you get exposure.
I get the exposure, of course, yes, but as a musician and as a musician who studied music
As
and
an
who is
artist,
doing the music
You
professionally,
need to be compensated.
yes, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
oh,
I
but
know.
I
I was just joking.
Yeah. Of course. But I wish there was more stuff done, like the.
But this doesn't only, because I'm not going to say, you know how we say it, because of where we are, this does not only affect the music industry. A lot of industries are affected by this.
The place
the
we are in.
place we are
Yes,
in right
yes,
now.
true.
It lacks the fundamental of these basic things.
Yeah.
Previously, we had
Most-
one guy
most
who
of the
plays basketball professionally, you know. They had the same, it's the same problem from
Yeah.
Like they were going to the federation with really bright ideas, like pushing it, insisting, like, look, man, we can do this in here. Boş ver.
Gosh.
You see?
Halledeceğiz. That is like the traditional motto of entire.
It should be the slogan.
But I like this place, you know. When you come to this place, everything is chilled, everything is moving at its own pace, you know. I like how when new people come, they try and put the effort, they try and put in
And
the
then
work,
they just-
you know. Then
Yes.
everything just fades away. Like, you
But look, last time,
Slowly.
yes, in the previous episode, we mentioned something like this. I would, like jokes aside, I would lean on the positive side because, in a positive way, I'm gonna say it. There is no competition in Cyprus.
There's not
You-
much competition.
There is not much competition. For example, how many singers are there in Turkey? Every day, new singers.
Yes.
In here, not that much.
Yes.
Like, it is a little bit easier to be on the spotlight.
True.
Definitely, you need to have the talent, the voice, or whatever means it takes, or torpedo.
Yeah, of course.
The most
Yeah.
important thing here.
Torpini.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the competition is not as strong as, let's say, in USA.
I agree. But on the other side, if
It's outweighed,
it
I
is,
think.
yeah, if it would pay off,
Of course.
if there's no competition and then like it is actually fair, and if it is actually like worth being here, if it was like compensating for that, yes, of course, then it is good being here as a musician. But it doesn't do that. So you have to constantly try to create something that would open you to outside of Cyprus, because like I want to be here, but being here as a musician, does it give me what I deserve?
Of course.
That is the question that I have. That's the main thing. But with the help of social media and marketing and all of that, it
And
is
diverse brew.
much.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And it's much easier to reach to a wider audience. So I'm hoping that maybe I can do it from here, opening myself to a bigger audience outside of Cyprus as well. Yeah.
There is this contestant that many years ago popped up on BGT, and he had like one hell of an amazing voice. So Simon Cowell asked him like, bro, you have an amazing voice and you've been doing this for many years. Why aren't you successful yet? And he said, I'm a good singer. I'm not a good businessman. I don't know how to market myself.
That changes everything.
You see? Now you're doing marketing.
I'm doing marketing masters. So I did my
Do you feel
undergrad,
like
I did masters, I'm doing another masters right now.
that's dedicated?
Yeah, that is dedicated, because I realized that, yes, I learned and I'm trained to be a professional singer on stage. And I'm confident with that right now. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I am saying that I am doing it as good as I can do at this level, and I'm always trying to improve that. But I can do that, but I need to know how to reach what I do to the right people at the right time in the
Right
optimum,
environment.
like in the best way possible. And that's why I decided to do marketing. And I think it is anything that you do nowadays, it is so important to know that bit of marketing knowledge,
Of course.
because it changes the way you look at your work that you do. Before I was just a musician,
Musician.
singer, and I was like, I am singing, that's what I do. But no,
That's not reality.
yeah, there is a whole other thing that is called music business.
Do you have a manager?
I don't. That's why I'm doing it as well.
You're going to
So
be
I'm
like a
just
one-man
like-
team.
Yeah, but
Yes,
what-
I am.
Sorry.
I am a
Let me, one-woman team.
one-woman team. I am indeed. Yes, I had a big concert 2 weeks ago in the
Belabais.
Belabais monastery.
It was awesome.
Thank you very much.
Honestly, it was awesome.
Thank
Too
you
bad I
very
wasn't there,
much.
but I
Thank
watched
you.
it online.
Thank you. And everything I did it on my own. I had some help from my parents, my family, my friends. They gave me a hand. But it is, as you said, one-woman team. I did it everything I did most of the things on my own. And I felt comfortable afterwards. I did that okay, actually this marketing masters is doing something.
Is doing something.
And
It
I've
is
noticed
working.
the marketing in the world and marketing in this place we are is two different things.
Two different things.
Yeah. Two different
If you-
means of reaching the audience.
Yeah,
Here,
true.
for example, if you want to be successful in any kind of business, you have to create your own community first.
True.
And then from there, the outside. I know a lot of people who have special talents or who are good business people, but at the end of the day, it still comes to who's their backbone.
Yeah.
You know, your backbone, if it's not your own community, then you making it, it's gonna be
Tough.
something like else.
You will make it.
You'll make it.
Well, it's gonna
but
be tough.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be really
absolutely.
tough. Yeah.
In terms of marketing, I think the most valuable tool, it doesn't matter how much social media you use and all of that,
Exactly.
word of mouth is so
Yes,
much effective.
Yes.
It is, yes, maybe not more effective than like you putting a promotion on social media to reach to the right audience.
It's the most effective, actually.
Yes,
Yeah.
but if someone goes and said, look, there is this musician having a gig in this place at this time, look at her music. If you like, let's go. If that person likes, it's more likely that people will go to that concert than seeing my video on Instagram. It's like, scroll, next.
Yeah.
Like, it is more effective when someone talks about you to someone
Yes.
compared to seeing you. Of course, I'm not like making it less effective what social media
but
can
as
do.
he said, the most
It is
effective.
the most effective in a community like Cyprus.
Yes.
It is very, very important.
If you see companies like Apple,
Yeah.
look, I convinced them to use an iPhone.
I was 100% against iPhone. Literally. And now I don't own anything other than
Yeah.
Apple products.
You see?
But for creative people, it's very, very useful.
It is.
It is.
Yeah. Honestly.
So that we're this way, if you're doing this, I know so many people just exactly like you that eventually they shifted to Apple because
Now I need to. He always holds me back from doing this, but I have to do it.
Tell
I call out people, or I call out a group of people. Do you think rap
Here we go
music,
again.
rap music.
rap,
Okay.
is a good genre?
Okay. I listen to it,
Cool,
not always.
cool.
I am very, very, very picky
That's nice.
with that. I'm not against the genre itself,
But
but I am against some maybe artists.
artists.
Some artists. I'm not against. I listen to anything.
So far, I like the answer.
Anything.
Keep going.
Anything that you will give to me to listen, I'll listen to it. I'll have my ideas about it once I listen to it, but I am not against to listening to different music. That's why my Spotify is so confused because of that, because I listen to everything. So it gives me all types
Do
of
you
music
listen to
that I
something?
can listen
Do you
to.
listen to something? Well, coming back, just
Mhm.
this one. Do you listen to something because it's viral, or because you like it?
I-
You know sometimes how they overplay like
The catchy
the
tune.
catchy kind of tune.
The catchy rap songs, I never listen to.
Nice. Now I respect you a bit more as well.
I don't listen to that. But not because it's not the good music. It doesn't
Catch you out.
give me what I need from the music I listen to.
Clean. Cool. Nice.
So yeah.
Wanna defend
that's
yourself?
why. That's why. And some songs that I listen to some very, very popular mainstream songs as well, especially when I drive. I do that as well
Who's your favorite artist?
in
The world.
The whole
in the
world.
world.
I was
The
gonna
whole
ask
wide
this. I know it is a tough
It is
question.
there is not one I can say,
But,
but
one, like
No,
you
the
have-
first thing that popped up
that
in your
pops
head.
in your
That's
brain.
what
I
I just
listen to, like, I'll say the most for my music and the type of music I do. Maybe I'll say Adele, the most mainstream one.
It is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
respect.
I would love to be able to write songs like her.
Does she write her own songs? I didn't know that.
Yes, most of the songs that she writes, she sings, she writes herself.
My comment on the rap part
Yes.
is, look, I respect some certain artists. They really write
By
some
the
good
way,
music.
You are
but
entitled to your own opinion.
Exactly. I'm
Yeah,
entitled to
Yeah.
my own opinion. Thank you so much. You see, what I don't like, it's not like I don't like about the rap, but if you are a good music writer
Mm-hmm.
and if you have a deep, not voice, if you can hold your breath for a long period of time, you're a rapper. You don't need a good voice. All that you need is certain rhythm.
Bro,
Yeah, like
you know,
some raps,
in
you
my
don't
own,
have to even
in
speak
my
fast.
own opinion, if you are talking about rap, they are telling stories of their life in the past or things that are going
the good
on.
ones.
Some
Not
of
the,
I agree.
yeah.
I
Look,
agree.
you sometimes, let's say, for example, you want to pass a message.
Let's
okay?
say Immortal Technique. That's what
Yeah.
his
say-
rap name.
Let's
The
say,
guy is a legend.
let's say you want to. By the way, I don't like music. I don't listen to music. You know.
You listen to everything.
Yeah, not really. Whatever is playing, so I don't sleep when I'm driving. I
Yeah.
don't sit down and say, okay, today I'm gonna listen to music. I'm not a fan of music. I'd rather be doing something else. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Let's say you have a message like me. You can't sing like me or like you. I think
Yeah.
you're worse than me. So yeah.
Yeah. That's the main reason why we stopped the band.
You
Actually.
see? And I want to say, I find someone, a producer with a good beat. What's holding me back from rapping? You know, you've heard the message, you've heard, what else do you want from me, bro?
That's the good rap. I'm not saying that's the bad rap,
Yeah.
but let's say some raps, it's just about explicit lyrics
Yeah.
and no
Insulting,
stories,
yeah.
insulting, and like it's all about gang life and shit. So now the comments that I always get, I'm into rock, but I'm mostly into metal music. What do you think of metal music? Is it art? A lot. My mom says
For-
it's not.
For me, it's more art than rap.
Thank you.
Sorry, but
Like, now I respect you even more.
but I need to add this, that when I was in secondary and high school, I had a rock band.
Nice.
And I was singing, like, at, there were competitions
Cool.
that were doing, like, annually, every year. And I sang there some really, like, songs that you wouldn't expect me to sing. Like, do you know Iron Maiden? Yes, I
Bro,
sang
I grew-
Fear. I sang
I
Fear of
grew
the
up
Dark
listening
on
to Iron
stage,
Maiden.
and I was like, I was made to. I was forced to sing it. I didn't choose it myself, but I enjoyed it. So I don't, as I said, I am open to all types of music.
Because
I appreciate some more than
Yes.
others, but yeah, I do it.
Look, I like metal music because, as you said, it delivers a message. It is so rare to hear a metal music or like a song, and it doesn't really have a message in it. Yes, it's all about shouting and and this kind of things, but there is really like music behind it. There is a message behind it, and
I
somehow
don't know, somewhere in my head, metal music and Satanism is linked.
that's my look. A quick story. My mom woke me up one day like 3 a.m. With my brother, and they were like, "Are you a Satanist?" I'm like, "Why would you ask me this?" They were like, "You listen to like metal and rock and roll. You always wear black," and I'm like,
Like,
I'm
that's
not,
an
bro.
interesting way of looking at it. But I have to say this, like, because I lived in UK for too long. I went to Adele's concert, then I went to Avenged Sevenfold concert, and I had more fun there than Adele's concert.
Of course.
So it was like,
The guy's
You
voice
think
is
yeah,
on a
like-
whole different level.
so
Substances.
it depends.
Look, now I play music for my son. I make sure my son listens to rock and roll and only rock and roll. Sometimes I tell the babysitter, like, mistakenly, if a song pops up,
Yeah.
change it. But at some point, I'm like, maybe he's too young. So I start to, let's say, Pink Floyd,
Yes. Like,
Queen. Like, it is
let's-
rock and roll, but psychedelic or
Yeah.
fun at the same time.
I
When
just
he
the
have
grows-
to-
lyrics
I
are
just
more
have to-
important.
Yes.
Like,
I've never
very-
seen any sane person who listen to. Look at you, man.
It's really nice, though.
With the lyrics, be more very specific, like what you don't want them to
Yes.
listen to. and
Or
you'll be fine.
if I want to go from like far away from metal, I would go to old school,
Yeah,
like Air Supply.
nice.
These guys, bro, they're really nice. For me, the music.
Definitely, no, I agree.
For me,
with that.
the music stopped somewhere around the 90s, and I haven't updated my playlist. That was like 90s, 2000 and more now. That's not music for me. That's crap. Except for individuals, of
Yeah.
course.
So
Do you play and sing at the same time?
Yes, most of my concerts, there is the band and the piano, and I go
Isn't it
back
hard?
and forth between the piano and like the front of the stage. So some songs I play the whole band, and I sit at the piano and sing, and sometimes I'm just in front of the piano, in front of the stage.
Doesn't it require like a whole separation of stance and
Yes. So when I do my set list, for example, for the concert, I need to make sure that like I'm not going one song to the piano and then one song to the front of the stage and like go back and forth. So I need to do the arrangements of like if I'm singing 3 songs sitting at the piano, and if I'm singing the start of a song, I try to put those 3 songs, then that song, and then I get up for 3-4 songs. So I don't have to go back and forth.
That's smart.
Yeah.
It's a nice arrangement.
Try to, yeah.
So, moving forward, as we always say, I'd like to thank Coffee Hane for sponsoring this episode, and we would like to thank our guest Gigi for coming
Thank you
to
very
our
much for having me.
Dalvez Brew. Koymuyoruz. Sadece reklam. So, whilst on that, you told me you were a barista before.
Yes.
Yes.
I did it for 2 years.
For 2 years.
Yes.
Did you enjoy the experience, or you're just doing it for the money?
I loved it. No,
Straightforward question.
well, that as well, but I like to be.
I'm
because
saying
of
that
what I
because I
do.
faced a lot of problems
Yeah.
with such issues. So
No, it's fine. Because I am so used to being in front of people, like on stage and all of that, I like to have that interaction with people.
That's
So
nice.
when I was behind, and I was working in a coffee shop that was in the
London.
very central
Central London.
station in London, and like people would queue outside the door, and like I would have to be super fast, but at the same time be able to chat with people. And like sometimes towards the afternoon, people would come for a second coffee, and we would chat more because they would be in their lunch break.
Look,
from
we haven't
work.
finished the conversation
And-
from morning. Let's continue it now.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that is like, I really enjoyed doing it. Of course, we had some like really moody and like grumpy customers that,
And co-workers.
yeah, I was lucky with that. I was really lucky with
Because
my,
most of the time the problem comes internally. If you can't choose your team right, then you always gonna have like a glitch, with the team. People not clicking and stuff. But I always say, if you are able to read people, if you are smart,
Yeah.
these kind of jobs, you really enjoy them. You interact, you network with a lot of people,
Absolutely.
making the coffee.
It
putting
requires a
smile,
talent.
putting a smile. I used to work in Lokmaji
oh,
before, by the crossing
Yes.
point. So tourists will just rush up sometimes in the morning. You'll have 5 cappuccinos, 6 lattes,
Yeah.
all these kind of things. And I was by myself, but the connections that I had there, they're still my lifetime friends.
oh, it's really nice.
It was really nice. Yeah, I used to like it. But now,
You grew old and sore. Yeah, it's cool.
yeah.
I'm 33 years old. I can say that openly on camera. I tried to learn guitar about 15, 16 years ago.
Okay.
At that time, I was young and reckless. I didn't have the patience for it. Now, at the age of 33, do you think it's too late to learn an instrument?
It is not impossible, but it's more difficult compared to learning it at a younger age.
Because of the mobility and flexibility?
No, because of the time that we don't have that much time.
Amen.
Our hands, yes.
She just
Like-
hit the right
Yes.
string right now.
Because if you are going to learn, it doesn't have to be an instrument. It can be anything. If you want to learn a language, if you want to learn to play an instrument, you have to put the effort in to actually learn and practice. If you don't do it, and if you do it like weekly lessons, you're not gonna learn it. You have to put a daily time into it in order to improve. So yeah,
I won't be
that's
able
the
to
only
make it.
challenge.
Just like languages, man. Now you're struggling in Russian.
Yes,
If you had tried this before, it
exactly.
was going to be much easier. Everything is with
I'm
practice.
learning Russian right now.
You're learning Russian.
You see?
Impressive. I'm trying to learn Greek.
That's impressive.
It
It is really hard.
Look, when I was in
Very
Lokmaji,
difficult.
trust me, I could now understand the numbers. I could understand the greeting as Heyasu or something like this.
Yeah.
Ikapende or something, the numbers, like something like this. But if I'd spent much time there, I would have learned.
It is useful. Like in Cyprus, I think it is essential for us to know, especially like when I was growing up, I was always thinking and wondering, why do I not know Greek?
Especially
If
that
I-
you're Cypriot.
Yes,
You needed that.
I needed that. I mean, not
But I've
that I
seen
would use it daily.
the older generation, they know both languages.
My
Yes.
grandfather used to speak Greek, and I would be so jealous because he would go and like he had a kebab restaurant, and we would have Greek Cypriot customers coming from the south, and he would speak to them in Greek and fluently. And I would be like, I want to be able to do this. And I have some Greek Cypriot friends, and I would really love to speak to them in their language. But
your accent is the same.
unfortunately, yes, the accent
Yes,
is
exactly the
same.
same. Yeah, I noticed
Yeah.
that. Yeah, the accent
When I
is.
go to the south, I sit down and it takes me a few minutes if there's someone sitting next to me to understand whether they're speaking Greek or Turkish until I fully listen to them. Because once I hear the words they use, I say, okay, it's Greek. But
Even the
accent
Greek
is same.
people and the Greek Cypriots. Is there something like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't want to use it. Okay, the Greek from the
Yeah.
Greek language from Greece is different from the Greek that's spoken.
Very different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very different. Years ago, we went to a trip with my family, and my grandfather was with us. And he grew up in a village in the south when
Paphos?
he was a kid. No, Kochatis.
Because I know a lot of people
near-
being
no.
Paphos themed.
No, we have lots of Turkish Cypriots
Yeah.
from Paphos. And we went there. My grandfather was so happy that he would be able to speak in Greek. And the first thing, we went to the border to get into the country, and he showed his passport and started speaking English, Greek. They understood nothing that he was
Yeah,
saying.
exactly. Yeah.
Nothing
Even
that he
sometimes
said.
when I talk to people from Turkey, they really can't understand. Like I don't know
Turkish
the
and-
Turkish
the
that
Turkish and the-
I'm saying.
It is better. It's better than
Up to
the Greek, I think. Like
Guy is gonna follow Fiji.
Turkish here and Turkish they speak in Turkey. It is the dialect is a
The
bit different.
dialect, exactly. That's
But
the word. Yeah.
Greek has different words and the way they speak in South, so it's more challenging to understand. Than,
see.
yeah.
Would you sing in Greek?
Singing
Would you
Greek.
love?
Sing in Greek.
I sang one song in my Balapayas monastery concert.
That's cool.
Yes, it was fun.
We were talking about having time to learn an instrument
Yeah.
and stuff like
Yes.
this. Which means I'm not gonna learn an instrument. This is the conclusion that I just had right now.
We've
But-
got this other one called mbira.
Bira?
Mbira.
What is it?
It's a Zimbabwean instrument. It's like metal, yeah, and it's covered. I don't think it's really interesting.
Okay, I don't know it, but it
I
sounds
think
interesting.
you'll have interest in it. It's
Okay.
really
It's like metal pieces and you
metal
just
pieces.
tap
Okay,
it.
I think I know it.
You think you know
Yeah.
it?
Yes, I know it. Yeah.
That's the one for you now.
For us, we have one instrument, we call it rababa, which is, you know, the violin,
Yes.
but it has one string, and you hold it like the bigger part on your lap, and you just
Just one string.
one string.
Interesting.
I'm gonna put the photo over here somewhere,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna put yours somewhere there. I bought my son an ukulele, and I already have an acoustic guitar. He likes them,
Nice.
but somehow he gives me more like a drummer vibes. He likes hitting things.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy him drums.
You can try bits of things and
But the funny thing, my
Exactly.
wife studied or learned piano for like 5 years straight, but she doesn't know how to play piano now
Bro, as I
When-
said, with skill.
with the skill and
I
practice.
think also in primary school I learned French. I could speak fluent French.
And not anymore.
Not anymore.
it's,
no.
you
I
need
only-
to keep it going
yeah.
to be able to.
I'm pretty
push.
sure if I go back to Zimbabwe, I'll forget Turkish as well.
Yeah,
You know, but I didn't forget the insults.
of course.
That's
Insults
the
you
only
cannot.
thing
The
that
first thing you learn, and they stay with you forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
True.
Would you, hypothetically speaking, you have kids, would you let them go into the music industry?
Possibly, yes. I wouldn't direct them to do what I want them to do. But I would tell the difficulties. I would explain the difficulties, but I wouldn't tell them, no, you can't do it. It's their decision. I had the opportunity to choose what I want to study. So I wouldn't force my kids to choose what I want. It's not fair. So I would give them the chance. Let them live and see themselves.
I mean, I want my son to learn at least an instrument, just as a hobby. Maybe not professionally. If he wants to take it professionally, then why not? But I think each person needs to learn an instrument in a way.
It is nice. It's now that I turned my hobby into a job. I don't have a hobby, but it is good to have a. It is good to have a hobby. It is good to have
We
a
once talked
hobby.
about this before, you remember?
Yeah.
And me and you are arguing about it.
Turning a hobby into a job or not.
Yeah.
I always lean on the side that a hobby should stay a hobby.
Okay.
Once it turns into a job, you're going to lose interest.
I don't think so. I think you become better
I
because
think-
you really love what you're doing.
Yes, I mean, because you turn it into a job, you do it professionally, so of course you do it better. But now
You know how you don't have any
we
hobbies
don't-
anymore.
I went for a mosaic workshop 3 weeks ago, and I really enjoyed it. So I think I have a new hobby now.
Mosaic.
Hopefully, yes, I have a new one. But it was really fun, so I think I will carry on doing it.
That's really cool.
Yes.
So I've seen also, last question from me. In this place, you guys really have nice monuments. I've seen in Girne, there's this, what's that place called? Theater. Teatro in Turkish.
Teatro?
Yeah, theatro.
Yeah, teatro.
Do you guys
Teatro.
have events where
Yes.
you have events there as well?
Yes, we do.
Ah, okay, that's cool. I think I once saw one event when I was passing by. But I think they should
Invest more.
invest more.
Yes.
That's
And,
the issue in here.
yes.
because
And look,
if I have a
you
secret-
cannot say it maybe, but since we don't have anything related to this place, the worst thing they can do is deport us. They should invest.
I probably speak more than you do.
But okay.
Like, like I probably speak more than I do.
Off camera.
do.
Okay.
Like, so I don't hesitate to say when something is wrong. So yeah, that's my character. Yes, we should invest more, but not just like we get the money into country, and we don't put it into.
Can you not put this on camera?
Let's do it. I want to do it.
What?
He wants to put it off camera. I want to
Off
put it on
camera.
camera if you don't mind.
No, of course. Put it.
Oh, let's
Come
go.
on,
She
don't
doesn't mind.
I don't mind. We get the money into the country, and we don't put it into the right places.
Yes.
That is the biggest issue in the country. We have so many skilled people in Cyprus looking for jobs, so many young people living outside of UK, outside of Cyprus, of course, outside of Cyprus. They want to come back to the country, but they don't know whether they'll get the job they deserve, because all the jobs they could have are in the hands of people not
don't
as
deserve it.
skilled as they are, and not as, maybe they can put a benefit to the job, yes, but maybe not
As efficient.
efficiently, and not in the right way, in a more modern way, or not in a more new ways, because they've been outside.
They were
If-
exposed to different
Yes,
ways
they've
and
been
culture and
exposed to
everything.
different cultures, different, technologies and all of that
Yes.
outside of Cyprus, that they could come and maybe bring so many benefits.
True.
But because they don't know what would happen to them if they come back, they're not able to do it.
Yes.
And I am one of those people right now. I want to come back to my country, but it is a big question mark for me what I will do. If I come to Cyprus as a musician, it is not even a job.
A job.
You can be
Here.
a music teacher.
That's not what I'm trained for, though.
So
I'm not trained for that.
I'm gonna bring a person. I hope this person doesn't mind that me mentioning them on the show. For example, Narden. You know Narden, Rest's owner.
Yes, yes.
She was a music teacher. Is she now? She's not.
She's tried to make something out of nothing.
Yeah, I mean, she tried to teach here, and she plays the piano as well.
Yes, yeah.
It didn't work out for her. Maybe it didn't work out for her, but at the end of the day, she's not doing it anymore. If it worked out for her, she would have been doing
Stop
it.
Yeah.
mentioning, so calling out people.
I-
Anyways,
I
don't
say that, like, if you want to do music, any kind of art, in anywhere. It doesn't have to be here. You need to have like two P's.
Yes.
One, passion. Two, patience. If you don't have either of these things, it will not take you where you want it to take
The
you.
third P is money.
Yes, yeah,
See?
absolutely.
Para.
Yeah.
Para.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we can say that.
So yeah.
So yeah, final thought. What message do you want to leave
To the audience.
to the audience?
First of all, thank
Should
you
they
for having me here. It was so
Should we
really
download-
Pleasure's
fun.
ours.
Sorry.
Should we download?
Should you pirate the music? Or
No.
should you support the music? Support the gigs?
Yes, yes.
You know.
Support the gigs, support the musicians, and
Can I confess something? I've never bought any kind of music, be it Spotify or album.
I have to delete that for legal rights.
No, I didn't say I've never pirated. I just say I've never bought. Maybe I'm not into music.
Oh yeah, okay, it makes sense. For me, you know, I have this slogan that I go by: support your local market.
Yeah.
I love to support the local market. For example, I wouldn't buy beans, let's say, from Starbucks. I would go for a local roastery and I would buy beans from there. First of all, you're going to get definitely better quality.
Yeah.
Second of all, you're supporting your local market. And that's this. What about, let's say, when it comes to talent, when it comes to anything related to that? I'm a big advocate for that.
It is really good.
We
Important.
grew up in almost same environment where things were not accessible. For example, in our country, there is no Spotify or
Yeah.
there is no Apple. So you still want to listen to the music. The music is there on the laptop. What you do?
You just download it, regardless to the how.
Yeah. So sorry for disturbing you, for interrupting. Yeah.
So, the closing message.
It was great to be here. Thank you for having me. It is important, as you said, to support any kind of art. When you get a chance, it's actually really good to spend time with art and music. So, yes.
Don't do that.
No, I didn't say it like to aim. It's like it is good to include music in our lives. Like it changes the moods and all of that. So when you get a chance, visit to your local musicians gig and like support your musicians and artists and actors and any form of art you can do.
That's really
Thank
nice.
you.
That's really nice. Yeah.
Next
Yeah.
time, we will definitely going to be on your gig.
Thank you very much.
We're just waiting for you to share a story saying, hey guys, I have a gig, and we'll definitely be there.
Thank you. It will be lovely to have you there. Thanks.
All right. So this is it. And see ya.
Thank you.